you're working out. If you're not working out, you need to start working out. If you do go work out, this will be your only time that I will ever suggest to you to get on what is previously probably known as an exclusively female-only machine. Exactly. Yes. So this is the one that's in the corner. It's facing the wall. It's the one that no guy wants to get on. I swear to God, every time I walk by it, my voice goes about three bars higher or 3 octaves higher. It's completely an estrogen machine.
Hip thrusts are amazing
And
too.
yeah, and we'll
Those
talk
are
about
good.
those too. Stop. Stop. We'll talk about those later. The adductor machine.
They're good
So now
for the
some of you
shot.
guys will, this adductor machine where you sit here and you're doing this and you're just loving it. Loving it,
I've seen
right?
a video of Eddie Hall.
Soaking it all in, loving it, yeah. Every great jiu-jitsu guy in the world wears that machine out, okay? I promise. It doesn't make you any lesser of a man after you get off of it.
It does.
When you're on it, you're much less of a man. When you get off of it, you're a lot better off. So where we're working is that muscle in there that you're feeling on that previous drill we just did, right? It's all inside that leg. So what you don't realize is how important that particular area of your leg is when it comes to jiu-jitsu. I guess you'd say in the groin area is massively important because you got to think for a minute, right? People are constantly kind of close guard, especially when we start working on from close guard. They're constantly just wearing your legs out. So when they want to do a pass, where's the first part they start pressing?
The knee.
They start pressing hands down on this knee right here, flat palm, and they do this. What does that do in your groin, right? It's stretching the heck out of that groin, right? So if you start strengthening that, you're going to see a lot better results out of your triangle game, your armbar game, your high guard game, because we play an exclusively high guard game here. I'll always tell you, if you can't get to the high guard, don't even worry about launching it. Passing systems are too devastating nowadays to mess with that. So now, we've cleared the path. Okay, we've gotten ourselves a path chest to chest. Let's discuss grip here, because this is going to be a migrating grip. I don't care if you go here to here. Frankly, I prefer to go overhand to the back of the hand, okay, or palm to back of the hand, because as I separate, this grip is going to migrate. So it's a migratory grip. It's not going to just stay here the whole time, because I'm going to get so much separation from this guy that this grip is not going to work, okay? So for purposes of the film, I want to have this hand way up here. Now what's going to happen here initially is when I get this, he's going to start trying to work his hands back to the inside. And that's perfectly fine. That's perfectly fine. If he does this right here, he gets pinned, okay? Gets his hand in there and he starts to get pinned, and that's fine. If I start to migrate away from him a little too much and this hand goes back in the inside, I can just fight right back in and I can get that underhand control, that underhook, okay? It's really not this hand I'm focusing on anyway. I want to pry it apart, but I'm looking to get the overhook on this backside anyway, so we'll talk about that next. So I'm right here, right? Now I start working this switch. Now your first switch is your most important. Vastly, of all these, this is the most important. So when I open my guard, I don't open it down here, okay? I'm just gonna open my guard and I'm gonna point my feet parallel, straight down this way, okay, parallel. This first one is gonna sweep off, and that gives me that big hip out. Now I just created some space. Okay, now this one is gonna push down and out to the ground, and I'm gonna get myself some more space. And it's fairly violent. You're gonna see the kind of the pry out right here. Boom, there's the second one. Right, now what am I doing again? Next side's loaded and ready to go, okay? Can he push my guard down and hop over with this hand? No, because it's high. He can't do anything on this side because it's loaded up. I can defend it, right? So now I'm going to switch again. Bang! There's that third one, and now I fish for my overhook grip, right? Bail on this one. I'm not too worried about it right now. I'm going to get my head control. Then I'm going to lock my guard up. Super, super high, right? So I've got head control, overhook, and now I've got high guard. What's going to happen is when I go high guard, he's going to right himself. But he's already given me the high guard that I was looking for. This is all I wanted, was to get to right here. Okay? So again, clear all the garbage out of the way. We're here. First one's the most important. Bang. There it was. I'm out. Hips out. Second one, even more important. Now, third one, boom. Off to the side. Overhook. Okay. Start climbing my guard up super, super high. Pinch, curling the heels down. Now if he starts trying to ride himself, that's fine. I've already got my high guard and I can start working to isolate this hand right here. I really want to try to climb up even higher. Okay, and I can grab my shin. Can do all kinds of stuff aimed solely and exclusively at doing what to his posture? Breaking it and keeping it down. It's my whole goal right here. Okay, here in just a moment, we can load this one up, come around, lock up our triangle, and here's your set. Whoops.
Couldn't he keep climbing out of force your legs like the stretch one?
Hard to do. Hard for him to do. With my legs up here like this, up across his upper shoulder, real hard for him to get his head up. Y'all are gonna see here in just a minute.
It's almost impossible.
It's really, really hard. He's got my head, I'm controlling his head, and I'm all the way across this upper shoulder line. Let me make sure you understand this distinction.
Unless you have the strongest lower back in the world.
In closed guard, for us, where we do not want to be, if we are trying to submit with either an arm bar or a triangle, we do not want our legs in the small of his back, like this. We do not want this. If they lay down, they're giving it to you. We should immediately go to high guard, okay? We should immediately start trying to walk our hips out and get turned to one side. Flat on your back is not gonna help you either, okay? We need to get turned so that we can high side a hip and start working. If he flattens me back out, starts coming back into me, well, I'm gonna get turned again, get turned up, and start working here. But I've isolated one arm on one side. I'm just climbing higher and higher and higher. We do not want our legs down here in his lower part of his back. That's going to only serve to let him work on passes. Okay? So let's work it. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. All right. Talk about some natural responses. Ultimately, we're getting to that diamond position. Okay, we'll talk about diamond. We are wanting, diamond will be this, okay, or actually what you say your pre-triangle setup position, right? That's where we want to get to. So we're there, we're almost there, close. We've kind of gotten out here, 1, 2, 3. I've created my distance, I got my overhook. Now, if we're in the gi, lift your head up. I always come in here and I grab the collar and I feed it to my hand.
His or yours?
His. I'll grab this same side collar, feed it to my hand so I have this nice little overhook with a collar grip, and it's really, really difficult to break. Very difficult. It's up here in his armpit and I'm pulling on it. Okay, and I've got this head grip. Now, the problem becomes this foot. Once we get here, first thing any experienced guy is going to be thinking is, oh crap, he's really, really close to working a triangle. But they just can't help themselves when it comes to putting their hand right here. They just can't, okay? They always want to put their hand here. And a lot of times you'll wind up having the elbow control here as well, okay? And it's really, really difficult to get this. You don't want to get this leg way out here and be fighting this and trying to come up over the top, because then you wind up getting yourself out there and you wind up getting pinned, right? We're not trying to come there, but we're home free at this point. Okay, we've got the head control. They always want to bring this hand on the inside and they want to try to grab. Okay, couple little tricks that I can do here. With the head down, I'm going to come on this side of the head. Okay, when I come on this side of the head, I can actually come up higher and come up over the shoulder, and now it's really, really difficult to get in here. So I switch my grip on the head just to get the diamond. So I'm right here, right? I'm holding him down, climbing my guard up. I'm in a dangerous position right here. He's reaching in here trying to grab my leg. I'm going to counter this by going on this side of the head. Okay, now I'm going to push his head into his own hand. I'm bringing my foot around the backside to kind of clear this out and start working back inside. It's really, really difficult to deal with. That's one. Here, back on the other side. Some people say, why can't you just go to an omoplata? I can. I can go to an omoplata here. It's not a problem. Omoplata, not an issue. Okay. If I want my triangle, I can shift to the other side. Control the head. I can bring the knee in this side. Okay. I can work it the same way I just showed you. Now, from here, if he reaches up and grabs the leg again, same type thing. Got a couple issues. Okay, I'm not gonna break it loose. I've got control. I'm gonna grab from right here, okay? Do something kind of sneaky to him. I'm gonna launch my hips, I'm gonna pull, and I'm gonna kick over. Okay? Not pushing away, pulling. From here, he's gonna grab at that knee, they always do. They're gonna try to push that knee down. Remember me talking about groin strength, okay? Big issue. Grab, shoot, high, get inside. Or if he grabs, okay, pulling, climb, shucking the knee through. Now I'm just coming out in this position. He grabs my leg, right? If he grabs the leg, I can pull at the elbow. I can pull at the hand, okay? I can shove through, I can shove back, lock, come up over the top as well. There's a bunch of different ways to do it. Let's go, let's give it a try. 1, 2, 3.